Let's meet your San Antonio Spurs. 6'7" and forward, number 30, Champagne. 6'6", starting at guard, number 3, Devin Johnson. 6'5", and forward, number 24, Devin Booker. 6'3", guard, number 4, Devin. 7'4", in the middle, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Got this game that the Spurs win. The other 6 champions for the second straight year.
That is your San Antonio Spurs.
And now Dallas' starting group. Washington and Lively down low. Devin Booker out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Flag in at the 3. And for the Spurs, we've got Keldon Johnson. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Devin Vassell out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagne at the power forward position. The start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. There's the drive. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
Well, this is Johnson at his best. When he's attacking the rim, he's tough to contain.
Outside Booker. Lively with a screen on Johnson. Here's Booker. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
An elite scorer who gets it done from everywhere. Fox is also one of the fastest players in the league.
Good on the second one. First quarter of play, a minute in. Booker against Johnson. Outside Booker, the 3 from Washington. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach for a minute. I asked him what his defense can do to nullify Kyrie Irving. And he said there's not much you can do against Kyrie. He's got a counter for everything you throw at him. He makes insanely difficult shots. We just have to make things hard on him and trust our help defense. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Irving. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. Buries it down low.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Outside Irving. And here's Booker. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like Where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Wembanyama, screen on Irving. And it's Fox missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Washington against Johnson. Pass to Champagny. The three from Wembanyama hits the trifecta. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
You've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Here's Booker. The rebound by the Spurs. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Champagny. Barnes comes in for Vassell. Bailey's checked in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for Fox. And here are the Mavericks now. It's a three-point game. Irving, the pass to Bagley. Now here's Marshall. He's guarded by Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. And it's Cornette with a rebound. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Drives to the hoop. Oh, big finish. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, Dylan Harper, ready for prime time.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Mavericks trail by 5. Now here's Booker. Can they get it? And it's good on the lay-in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Spurs have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Bagley. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Harper.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Now Lively. Here's Booker for 3. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Harper passes to Wembanyama. To the wing, right side. From deep, Harper. Lively grabs a miss.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And that one, good.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
Wembanyama with it. 9 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Cornette. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Luke Cornett out there with Barnes. Then it's Bailey. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Harper in at the shooting guard position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Marshall. Yet to see a basket. And that one's good. Flag.
Yeah, excellent setup for Flag. He's on his spot, lined up. All he needed was the ball in his hands.
Fox, the pass to Cornett. To the paint. Here's Bailey. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And it's Flag missing. San Antonio leading. Pass to Fox. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Clock at 6. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. The 4th spot held by the Spurs.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving comes in for Marshall. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Washington, a screen on Fox. Irving, the pass to Washington. The 3. And Kyrie Irving, good for 3. Irving's got his second bucket on the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Harper. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Harper really had to force his way through. No one gives rookies an easy time out there.
Now here's Gafford. Washington a screen. Outside Irving. Over Fox. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Pass to Bailey. Fox outside. And here's Wembanyama. Here's Harper. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Puts up a deep 3. The shot won't fall. Dallas has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Here's Gafford. Pass to Washington. The 3 is up. Flag. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Fox lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams finds Irving. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Now here's Fox. He picked up 10 in his last game. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
One and a half. Dallas got 22 points. The last game they only had 57. Yeah, 57. It's much better on the road. Didn't see it at home.
For San Antonio, Champagny. He's checked in for Barnes. Vassell comes in for Harper. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Fox. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Booker comes in for Williams. For Dallas, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And that one's good. Irving.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Champagny. 17 points in his last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Wembanyama. 4-3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Booker. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And the shot's good by Irving. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Inside. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Irving for 3. The shot that time not on target. The Spurs have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Wembanyama. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Outside Booker. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
29.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
When I look at San Antonio, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
One takeaway is their work on the glass. They're playing mean, pushing guys around, high elbows, nothing wrong with that. Watch out, camera guy.
Hey, we'll see if the refs agree with you in the second half. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so it's Dallas with it. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Lively down low. Kyrie Irving out there with Devin Booker. And it's flagged in at the 3. Booker finds Irving. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Booker for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell outside. Pass to Champagny. Johnson against Booker. Here's Champagny. Here's Vassell. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Vassell against Booker. Stolen by Vassell. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Fox against Irving. And it's Fox missing. And for the Mavericks, their shooting is around 55% so far. Has to flag. Back to Irving. The three ball. Rebounded by Johnson. And for the Spurs, they're shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you, Ryan.
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And the Spurs with possession here after Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. And it's Fox missing.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Dallas give a chance.
Johnson against Irving.
They win this game.
For the lead. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's playing this last game.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. And Irving comes to help. 5 to shoot. Fox for 3. Offensive rebound Spurs. Johnson passes to Champagnie. Now Vassell. Let's go with a 3. Lively grabs the miss. Dallas has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And Washington with the basket on the assist by Flag. Flag's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Bailey subbed in for Johnson. And Dallas also making a switch. Bagley's checked in for Washington.
34-32. Dallas leads.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Fox the pass to Bailey. Outside Barnes. Misses the 3. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Now here's Lively. A shot from the mid-range. And he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 13.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Fox up top. He's guarded by Irving. And it's Fox missing.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
The 15-footer. Another one falls for Dallas.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
On the wing, Fox. He's guarded by Irving to win the cold spell. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
Back to Irving. Puts up a 3. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Vassell outside. Barnes a screen.
San Antonio lost to the Bulls to start the season.
Vassell outside.
Let's see what happens here.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Barnes. Over Bagley. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Irving. He's covered by Fox. Flag.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Are you kidding me? Flag already adding to his highlight reel.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Bailey. Down low. Here's the floater. And he gets that one. Wembanyama's got 22.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Fox surveying the D. Looking to end this cold spell. Fox makes his move inside and scores.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
With 1 on the clock. That one no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Dallas on top. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, one shot, one rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals. That's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd.
Yeah, there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating as well. That's what Coach wants to keep seeing.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then it's Bailey. And it's Barnes in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Harper. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Washington passes to Williams. Now here's Irving. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
They have no answer defensively inside.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Here's Williams. Pass to Irving. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll. Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. He buries it from 3. Irving's got 23 points.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
He's doing his job, trying to stick with the team. He's going to be a free agent.
And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Williams defending. Shot clock at 6. Fox for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Ball game.
He's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Outside Irving. Oh, Rejected by Wembanyama.
An elite rim protector. Wemby's height and freakish wingspan allow him to just wipe shots away.
Now here's Fox. And here's Cornette outside for Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Mavericks better hold on. They're up by 2, but if they lose, the season is over. The Spurs will be the champion again.
And the Spurs with some changes. Champagny, he's checked in for Cornette. Devin Booker comes in for Bailey. And it's Johnson in for Harper. Dallas also making some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Flagg comes in for Marshall. And it's Devin Booker in for Williams. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Booker. The three from Washington. Vassell with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Flagg. Pass to Lively. To the paint. Oh, Fox with a steal. Wembanyama against Lively. To tie it up. Rejected by Lively.
What a rejection. That was sort of
Washington
high.
left side. Here's Irving. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. Washington a screen on Johnson. Irving outside. Launches it from deep. Wembanyama there for the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Now Vassell to take the lead, and he nails it.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Flagg outside. Here's Booker. From downtown, deep look, a big-time answer.
Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
It's stolen by Lively. Here we go, all alone. Irving. And the basket is good.
Irving never gives you less than his best. He's working so hard to find those much-needed points.
Johnson outside. Now Wembanyama. 11 feet out. Lively pulls it down. Here's Washington. Oh, deflected. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Now Fox. Takes a 3. Oh, he can't hit it.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Lively with a screen on Vassell. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What
Looks
a
like
play.
Yeah, play like that is beautiful to watch. Booker running the pick and roll almost to perfection.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Now Vassell banks it home. Big shot.
Well, Vassell managing to stay in total control in a clutch situation.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Devin Booker shooting 1.
now here's Irving. And they go to the intentional foul. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks. Rodgers taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. On offense, here is San Antonio. And stolen by Irving. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Bucket is good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final
It will be a game 3. It will be in Dallas. It will be played tomorrow. Right. Fans have left here. There's only 1 game left in the season.
Now Fox shoots a 3. Booker pulls it down. Irving with it. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Game 3, the last game of Season 2, is tomorrow night. The final score here today, or tonight, the Dallas Mavericks, 62, the Spurs, 54. And the game 3 will be in Dallas tomorrow night. So long, everybody.